Ever wondered how the US government actually pays back all the money it borrows? Let's break it down. First, who are the people lending money to the US? It's not just Americans. Yes, US citizens and big institutions like banks and pension funds buy government debt, but so do foreign governments, think China and Japan, and even the Federal Reserve. When the government borrows, it basically sells Treasury bills, notes and bonds. It's like giving the government a loan, and in return, they pay you interest, called a coupon, over time. When that bond matures, you get your original money back, plus any interest earned. But where does the government get the cash to pay everyone back? Mostly from tax revenue. But here's the twist, a lot of the time when old debt is coming due, the government issues new debt to pay it off. Kind of like refinancing your mortgage. This is called rolling over the debt. So the cycle continues. Now what happens if a foreign country, say China, decides to sell a bunch of US Treasury bonds? Well, Treasuries aren't locked away in a vault, they're traded all over the world just like stocks. If lots of foreign holders sell at once, Treasury prices could drop and interest rates could rise. The dollar might even weaken, and markets could get jittery. But here's the thing, this almost never happens all at once. US Treasuries are seen as one of the safest bets out there. If a country dumped all their bonds, they'd hurt themselves too, because the value of what they still own would drop. So what about the budget deficit? That's when the government spends more than it collects in taxes. To cover the gap, it just borrows more, by selling even more Treasury bonds. As long as investors trust the US economy and the government keeps making interest payments, people are willing to keep lending. And here's an important point. The US doesn't need to pay off its entire debt like a regular person would pay off a mortgage. As long as the economy grows, inflation and interest stay in check, and investors trust the system, the US can keep carrying debt sustainably. Right now, the national debt is over $34 trillion. That sounds huge, but it's managed by rolling over old debt, issuing new bonds, and paying interest with tax revenue. So, remember, US debt is held by both Americans and foreigners. It gets repaid with new debt and tax money. Foreign countries can sell what they own, but rarely all at once. And as long as trust in the US stays strong, the system keeps working. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.